So hello guys, welcome back to channel Get to Byte once again. I hope you all are doing well and are working great. So continuing with the series of firmware development on STM32 microcontrollers and ARM processors on my YouTube channel Get to Byte, where I frequently share videos related to the STM32 microcontrollers, peripheral coding of it, and interfacing many sensors and modules by creating their device drivers. So last time we have done the same thing for the INA 219 DC voltage power and current monitor module. From now today we will be starting with the ADC peripheral in STM32 microcontrollers, analog to digital converter. So in this, first of all, we will be starting with the data sheet. We will get to know some of its basic features and get things related to its block diagram, functional features, and then we will create its basic driver for interfacing a potentiometer with the STM32 F103 microcontroller via bare metal and decode its ADC value and print it on the terminal screen. So now, without wasting time, let's get understanding the ADC peripheral from the data sheet. So ADC, the 12-bit ADC is a successive approximation and an analog to digital converters which is present in STM32 F103 microcontroller. Successive approximation is a type of ADC. Along with the successive approximation, there are many types of ADC which we can get, which you might have frequently heard of: sigma delta, successive approximation, voltage to frequency ADCs, and dual slope ADCs. Out of all these four, the sigma delta and the successive approximation are the most common one and are widely used across our microcontrollers, across different analog to digital converter sensors like our current sensor modules of ACS712 or flex sensors and other such things, or in AVR microcontrollers also. Most of them in the microcontrollers we have the successive approximation. 12-bit ADC is a resolution of our ADC, that is the number of bits up to which an analog value will be converted to digital in binary format. So more is the resolution, more are the number of bits, and more is the accuracy and the better values and the system values we get on the ADC. So the AVR microcontrollers, Arduino microcontrollers has 10-bit ADC, that is 10 raised to power 2 raised to power 10 1024 values. From 0 to 1024 we can get the value. In STM32 microcontrollers we have ADC of 12-bit, that is 2 raised to power 12, that is 4 up to 4096, 0 to 4096 decimal values we can get our analog values. Okay, plot our analog values. Okay, so and it has up to 18 multiplex channels, allowing it to measure signals from 16 external and 2 internal sources. That means there are 18 internal ADC channels in our STM32 microcontroller F103, out of which 16 are the external, that is by the external environment. Like we can interface up to 16 external sensors, ADC sensors or potentiometers to our STM32 F103, and it has 2 internal ADC channels which are for the temperature sensor. Okay, analog to digital converter also performs in single, continuous or the discontinuous mode. What does it mean? Single, continuous, scan or discontinuous mode. These are the types of mode and the features which are present in STM32 F103 microcontrollers. Okay, so we will just get to know about the things in detail when we come to the functional block diagram and the features of it. Another thing is that the result of ADC we get in the 16-bit data register, and either it is left aligned or right aligned. Why so? Because as we are using the 12-bit ADC, so out of the 16-bit data register 4 bits will be dropped, so it can be either left aligned or right aligned. Okay, basic overview. Now coming to the features in ADC in STM32 microcontrollers, it's in a 12-bit resolution ADC converter, interrupt generation at end of conversion, end of injected conversion, and analog watchdog event. First of all, starting with the end of conversion, this is a simple end of conversion like a while loop that our ADC conversion of a single channel is done. So at that time, that is known as end of conversion, EOC, interrupt generation at end of conversion of a single channel. End of injected conversion. Now injected is a type of a group in ADC peripheral in STM, in which what it can do, like it's like in ADC we have two groups in STM32 microcontrollers, regular group and injected group. So whenever we have a conversion done of injected group, then end of injected conversion flag is set. And whenever we have done the channel conversion from the regular group, so end of conversion flag is set. Analog watchdog event is another feature present in STM32 microcontrollers, by which we can control that up to which values our ADC minimum value and maximum values will be applicable. If more than maximum or more than minimum, less than minimum or more than maximum values will be present, of the analog values, then it will interrupt a watchdog event from the ADC peripheral. Okay. So that is what we mean by the second statement, single and the continuous conversion modes. Now what does it mean? In the single, do the conversion only once. Okay. That is, if we have configured, let's say 5 channels of ADC, so it will convert the 5 channels in a single way, turn by turn. Okay, first channel, second channel, third channel, fourth channel, fifth channel. In continuous conversion, what it will do, after reaching to the fifth channel, it will again start from the 1. So it's like a while loop in a continuous conversion. Okay. And then we have self-calibration values, data alignment, coherency. Data alignment here is okay. Then we have channel by channel programming sampling time. So we can sample each channel by the application dependent sampling time for the project which we are creating. Then we have external trigger option for both regular and injected conversion. As I have told you here that there are two in ADC. There is a concept of two groups, regular and injected group. So we can trigger the ADC for regular and injected conversion separately. We can have trigger sources separately, like let's say for a regular group we have ADC by software, okay, or another injected we have the external trigger by the timer peripheral or by any such external event that we will see in this video. Okay, so these, and the discontinuous mode. Discontinuous mode is a type of mode in which we can we can convert the ADC channels by the subways. Okay, so we will get. So that's it for now. Like the video, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notified for new videos, and share it with your friends.